Have you ever wondered why, when big tech companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon have been making headlines with their advancements in AI, Apple is relatively quiet? Today's videos we're going to share information about Apple's latest project. A news report from Bloomberg suggests that Apple has secretly been working on its own AI project called Chatbot, which could revolutionize the way we interact with our devices. Let's look deep into that. It's now no secret that Apple has been slow to embrace AI compared to its competitors. But with AI taking center stage in the tech world, there's a massive opportunity for Apple to step up its game. So, guys, Siri will get smarter. Of course, we know Siri is lacking in terms of virtual assistants in comparison to OpenAI and Bard. Apple has already integrated some of this AI technology into the iPhone's operating system. Apple's venture into AI began with its legendary voice assistant, Siri. While Siri has had a noteworthy impact in promoting AI voice technology, detractors contend that there is still room for enhancement. According to Mark Gurman, Apple has been internally testing this chatbot, which some developers called AppleGPT. The project uses a framework called Ajax and started building it around 2022. If you are unaware, large language models are exactly what power generative artificial intelligence chatbots. ChatGPT and Google Bard are both based on LLMs. Microsoft has also launched Bing Chat, which utilizes the AI powers of ChatGPT. And with Apple Ajax, the iPhone giant is here to compete in the AI race. Even though Apple Ajax is late to the party, the timing seems on point. Wondering why? Meta has launched its second generation of large language models. It's called Llama 2, and Meta is offering it for free for commercial use. Qualcomm, for example, is working with Meta to make Llama 2 AI implementations available for phones and PCs. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reports that Apple employees are currently utilizing AppleGPT for prototyping future features, summarizing text, and answering queries. This usage demonstrates Apple's intention to explore the potential of generative AI further. The possible extension of AppleGPT to AppleCare assistants has the potential to significantly enhance the efficiency of customer engagements. However, a public release of the chatbot is not anticipated in the near future due to the known limitations and challenges associated with chatbot technology. In 2022, Apple engineers began working on a project that is currently limited to internal use. This project assists in prototyping future features. It's evident that Apple recognizes the rapid pace of the market and the potential of their new platforms to incorporate generative AI capabilities. From the new Apple Vision Pro to their new iPhones, Apple has various applications that could benefit from their new AppleGPT. Additionally, Siri seems to be in line for a substantial upgrade. Apple's consistent efforts to position itself as the most privacy-friendly big tech company are evident. However, from the reporting, it seems that despite conducting various tests, Apple is not entirely sure about the specific direction it wants to take with this technology. Despite this lack of clarity, the financial markets didn't seem to be concerned. Following the report, Apple's market capitalization increased by around $67 billion within minutes. This reaction illustrates the strong appetite of the public markets for AI competition. As the AppleGPT conversational AI system prepares to make a significant impact, Apple's venture into generative artificial intelligence has generated enthusiasm and eagerness throughout the technology sector. While the company keeps its intentions undisclosed, enthusiasts and users are eagerly awaiting the upcoming announcement related to AI. This announcement holds the potential to be a landmark event that will influence the trajectory of AI technology and establish Apple's position as an innovator in this swiftly developing field. Interestingly, Apple didn't explicitly mention the term artificial intelligence, AI, during their announcements. Instead, they referred to machine learning multiple times. This omission caught the attention of some users, like Ethan Molick, who pointed out that Apple didn't address the stagnation of Siri's capabilities in the AI era. The limitations of Siri's present state become clear when compared to other AI systems like Microsoft's Bing. So, what do I think about Apple's most likely path here? First of all, let's talk about whether they could launch a competitor to ChatGPT. The answer from me is that I find it unlikely that Apple isn't so much in the business of standalone software experiences, particularly web-based software experiences. If you think about it, where would this live? Apple.com is effectively a store, not a content website. So it would represent something pretty fundamentally different for the company to create a consumer-facing web app, which leads me to think that if they were to do that, it would have to be predicated on having a really different approach. So far from this reporting, it doesn't seem like they have some differentiated feature or approach that would justify this shift. A place that seems far more likely is a radical overhaul of Siri, specifically Apple taking on the idea that AI could be used to create the ultimate personal assistant. Other competitors in this field are clearly making a big effort on this sort of AI personal assistant experience. A few days ago, Microsoft announced the price for their Copilot feature at $30,000 per month. It seems that they have a pretty strong assessment of how important it's going to be to consumers. So one path for Apple's AI could be the power center for their entire set of hardware devices and software systems. A souped-up AI-powered Siri that can navigate between iOS, macOS, and other future hardware platforms. That's certainly something that would be in line with what Apple is doing now and where their core strengths lie. Of course, bridging from that, the place where it seems most important to have a natural language input AI-powered interface is, of course, around the Apple Vision Pro. The Apple Vision Pro represents the most serious attempt yet at a totally different paradigm of computing. It doesn't involve screens, typing, or pointing and clicking, and given that the natural way to control the system would be to speak commands, having a deeply integrated Apple native AI system to control this just makes a lot of sense. However, to the extent that we are looking at an Apple entrance into the generative AI space that isn't just about impacting their hardware platforms, the key differentiation that feels possible to me is about private access to personal data. As AI breakthroughs occur, imagine a language model that has access to years' worth of your iMessage exchanges, emails, photos, and health data. Over the years, people have gotten comfortable with Apple's focus on privacy. They do have incredible access to information about us, information that we've shared passively and actively. If you look at the development of enterprise AI and enterprise LLMs, one of the key trends seems to be companies spinning up their own models so that they can train them on proprietary data without having to worry about leaks, and platforms like OpenAI's GPT inappropriately or accidentally accessing third-party proprietary information. It is entirely possible to me that there is a personal consumer equivalent where what people really want out of personal assistant AI isn't some generic third-party platform that they sign up for and give information to, but something that sits and integrates deeply with the places that already have a lot of information about us. To extend that, that's a key AI-based consumer experience of the future. There's no one better positioned than Apple to take advantage of this and actually build that tool. If Apple ventures into generative AI, they might differentiate themselves by capitalizing on their focus on privacy and their access to years of personal data. This could lead to the development of a deeply integrated AI system that leverages proprietary data to provide a personalized and private assistant experience. Ultimately, it's likely that Apple will combine various aspects of these possibilities to shape its AI strategy for the future. While the timeline remains uncertain, the potential impact of Apple's AI endeavors is significant. Now, I can't imagine a world in which a native Apple AI isn't powering other devices like the Apple Vision Pro. I can't really imagine a world where AI doesn't totally reshape how users navigate iOS, macOS, and other Apple devices, even behind the Vision Pro. And finally, to the extent that everyone has their own little Jarvis in their pocket, their own personalized AI system, I think no one is better positioned to bring that into reality than Apple, obviously. While Apple's public disclosure about its AI plans remains limited, sources have informed Bloomberg that a significant AI-related announcement is expected next year. This announcement potentially hints at the public launch of AppleGPT in 2024, showcasing Apple's entry into the chatbot sphere. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more AppleGPT and AI news. Also, don't forget to follow my channel, like, and subscribe.